Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Snackbox. Hope you all are having an amazing day, guys. The new update is live, and with the new update, we got the new Champ Chase event starting from today. And this is actually pretty cool, especially for new players. All you have to do to get this legendary champion that you see right here is to play for 7 days. But not only will you get the legendary champion, you will also get a perfect soul from phase 2. And the 5-star soul is very beneficial. To get a 5-star soul is very expensive and very hard. And especially when you're a new player, a 5-star soul is so valuable. It will help so much with progression that this is really a nice time to start playing this game. But let's go back to phase 1. So basically, here you can see from day 1, you will start getting Savage gear, Savage artifacts, and the Savage set is one of the best sets for damage dealing champions. So additional to the legendary champion, which is designed to deal damage, you will also get a fitting set. Now, in order for the set to be useful, you also need to roll or to get nice substats on those artifacts and main stats, right? So it's not guaranteed that you will get a usable 4-piece set out of those 6 pieces that you get from day 1 to day 6. But there is a chance, and that is pretty cool because the Fire Knight dungeon, especially early on, is really hard to deal with, and it's really hard to get good Savage artifacts out of the Fire Knight dungeon. So this is actually pretty cool that they put this set in here, even though it's 2 5-star pieces. They could have made that 6-star as well, but it is what it is. So on top of the Savage set and the legendary champion, you will get a little bit of energy, silver, clan boss key, nothing big really. This is not that big of a deal. So we did have a similar event to this with Alice, with the Alice event. And the rewards were pretty much the same, except of the champion, obviously. Now, compared to Alice, I would say that this champion might be more useful in a couple of areas, even though Alice was also pretty good. But we're going to talk about the kit of this champion in a second. I just want to give you a little bit more detail on this event. So this champion chase event can only be started before July 31st. If you log in after that, you won't be able to start this champion chase event. If you start this champion chase before July 31st, you will be able to complete it afterwards. You only can't start it, right? So if you want to get this champion, make sure to log in before July 31st. Then those who have started the Leminisi chase but haven't reached day 7 before August the 20th won't be able to claim Lemoni the Goldwing. If you haven't logged in for 7 days and claimed those rewards before August the 20th, you won't be able to get that legendary champion. So again, if you want to get this champion, make sure you log in at least 7 days. They will instead be able to claim Shaman and Shaman souls. That's not a champion you want to use. That's not a good champion. So yeah, you don't want that. Instead of a dedicated Leminisi avatar, the reward will be gems. On September 19th, the Shaman Chase will disappear as well. For those who have claimed Leminisi the Goldwing before August 20th, the Leminisi Chase will continue. Also keep in mind that the Altar of Souls unlocks at level 42, so you won't be able to use any of these souls until you hit level 42. And like I said, you have 2 phases. In phase 1, you will get the legendary champion and this 2-star soul. And in phase 2, you actually need to do some things. In phase 1, you just need to log in. But in phase 2, you actually need to do daily stuff. And this is really easy. If you just play the game, if you just do the daily stuff, you will easily get those rewards. You need to get these banners or whatever they're called. And you need to earn 1050 in total. And this is really easy to do, trust me. It's if you play this game and just do the daily stuff, you will easily get it done. But once you unlock phase 2, you will only have 21 days to complete it before the chase disappears. To earn all phase 2 rewards, you will need to earn at least 50 chase points each day. Easy. You can earn a maximum of 75 chase points each day. The excess points you earn won't be kept. Every day, the daily points count will reset. You can earn a maximum of 75 each day, and this will be super easy. So yeah, it's a great time for new players, 100%. To get a 5-star soul from the get-go is helping so much with the progression. I cannot stress it enough. You will also get accessories in here and eventually hit very nice ones. So just for 2 weeks of playing, basically, you will get a legendary champion from the Sylvan Watchers, which is supposed to be a nuker. And this 5-star soul might be the biggest reason why this champion will be useful for a lot of people, because the soul, the awakening level, just makes such a huge difference. Now, if we take a look at Sylvan Watchers in general, why are all these things popping up right now? So if we take a look at the Sylvan Watchers, there are a couple of nukers in here. They've added a couple more, but this faction has too many supports. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 supports. This is probably also a support. 10. This is one, you could say it's a support champion as well. So the majority of these champions are support or debuffers or buffers type champions. So basically, out of all these champions, we have like 4 solid damage dealers and now a 5th one with this login champion. And I think this is a great addition. Everybody will get this champion, and it might make things easier for a lot of people, especially faction wars, right? Faction wars hard. Plus the Awakening Soul, which adds just so much more damage and also causes the champion to take less damage. Now, it's an attack-based champion, and the base stats are actually okay. Like 1520 attack is not bad. The speed is kind of on the lower side. We have 63% crit damage, which is also good. Now let's take a look at the A1. So the A1 attacks one enemy 2 times, and if the target is under a shield buff, each hit has a 25% chance of decreasing the value of the shield by 10%. Will also ignore 50% of the target's resistance if the target is from the Corrupted Alliance. If the target is not under any shield buffs, each hit will ignore 10% of the target's defense instead. So this is already pretty good because most champions don't have shield buffs. And you will have an additional 10% defense ignore on the A1. And this is pretty good. This means you will deal a lot more damage, especially when the target has a lot of defense. So this is actually not a bad A1. I don't know what the multipliers are looking like, but this is like just from reading it, it's not a bad A1 because it means you will deal more damage. Let's take a look at the A2. Another 2-hitter on a single target. It's a 5-turn cooldown. You can book it down to 3 turn. Each hit has a 100% chance of removing 2 random buffs from the target. Will also ignore 50% of the target's resistance if the target is from the Corrupted Alliance. So you can already see like this champion does have additional effects when fighting against Demon Spawn and so on, Undead Hordes and Knights Revenant. This skill deals more damage equal to the value of the target's current turn meter, stacks up to 100%. So I wonder how much damage this actually does. 100% more damage, this sounds like a lot. So let's say you're fighting the boss in the Sylvan Watchers crypt. He has like 75% turn meter. You use this skill, so that means this skill will deal 75% more damage. I don't know if it's every single hit or both hits, but either way, it does sound good. Now on the A3, attacks all enemies 2 times. So it's an 2-hitter AoE attack. This is absolutely amazing. The first hit has a 75% chance of placing 100% heal reduction debuff for 2 turns. The second hit has a 50% chance of placing a block bust debuff for 2 turns. And again, will ignore 50% of the target's resistance if the target is from the Corrupted Alliance. So one thing that I don't like about this is that the block bust has a 75% chance to be placed when booked. That's like one thing that I don't like about legendary champions, when they don't have 100% chance to place a debuff that is very good for some content, right? Like block buffs is pretty good for Hydra, for example. So if you're a new player and you start playing Raid Shadow Legends right now, there are a lot of download links where you can get Ugo, and Ugo has a 100% chance to place block buffs. Ugo is an epic champion, easier to book, so I don't get why this is a 75% chance. This should be a 100% chance, same as the heal reduction. Or make it 100% for the block buffs and the 75% for the heal reduction, because the heal reduction is not that great as the block buffs. That would make this champion so much better. Let's take a look at the passive. Receives 15% less damage from enemies under heal reduction debuffs, so this is a good passive. Getting less damage is always nice. Fills this champion's turn meter by 5% whenever an enemy receives a shield buff or is healed. Also not bad, but I don't think that effect is that great. Then we have an all battles attack aura, 25%, kind of on the lower side. And yeah, it's a force affinity champion, which is also pretty good. Most champions in this game are magic affinity. So overall, I think this champion is not bad. I don't think a lot of endgame players will benefit from this champion. I think this is more for like newer players, right? So let's say I would start a new account right now. This would definitely be a great champion to have. A double hitter on the AoE attack, ignoring defense already with the A1. Also a buff removal on the A2. I think this champion is very solid. But like I said, for endgame players like me, like my account, maybe it will help with the Silver Watchers faction wars, because basically the only nuker that I'm using is the ET, and I would love to have another one. And I think because I can get this 5-star soul as well, this might be actually a great addition to my Silver Watchers team. In the end, it all comes down to how high the multipliers are. But I think the 5-star soul will definitely make up for it if the multipliers are bad. And I don't believe they are that bad. Also, the base attack is pretty high. So yeah, we will see. If you're a new player, this is definitely a great start to to playing this game. You will get a legendary champion, a free legendary champion just for playing the game, and a 5-star soul, which is usually very hard to get. So yeah. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed the content, please subscribe to the channel. Also hit the thumbs up. And yeah, see you in the next one.